right, we're back. Part 2.
All right, part two. So we
testing.
got cut off somewhere in between there. I don't know.
Our
where
first
you,
video went to shit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
upset. As
No,
if this wasn't going enough.
I mean, hey,
you guys lost us.
I mean-
I'm not sure. It's not shit.
I mean,
yet,
my
man. It's
grandfather always taught me that, best way to learn is just jump in with
do it.
both feet.
Hence the title, let's
Fucking-
just
Hey,
do it.
I'm one of those
do it.
people where you never learn from your mistakes until you do it. So,
Yeah.
Let's just
There
do
you
it.
go.
all right, let's just do it. So I don't know where we lost you there. We got cut out for a minute, but
I don't feel like
if
going
anybody
back
cares to come
and
to the
watching
part
video.
2, we'll get back to where we were.
All right.
Yeah,
This
fuck-
paper's pointless at this point, so
Fuck that.
I thought, I thought keeping a bullet point would be a lot easier for this stuff, but
Yeah,
it's like improv, you just got to keep going. Always
Yeah.
say yes, never say no.
Mhm.
Is
Yes,
that
man.
the rule of improv?
Yes, man.
Yes, man.
You always go with it.
Just go with it. Isn't that a movie?
What was that thing?
With Adam Sandler, just go with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Let's get us movie.
Hey, they don't say no. What is that, or die or something like that? What was she yelling at him where she's like, die? I forget what where they're at, like the Kitty Funland, JD McFunnigan's,
I'm not
whatever.
sure.
You don't remember where the kid kicks Adam Sandler in the nuts? You ain't seen that?
No,
Trying to think.
I haven't seen that.
You
Dude,
haven't seen that movie?
I stopped watching Adam Sandler movies after The Longest Yard.
What?
Like,
I mean,
I've seen
yeah.
a fair share of Adam Sandler, but what movie is it?
just go with it.
Oh, you're talking about the parts of the
Yeah,
movie?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a whole other movie with him.
No,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no.
just go. Oh, is that that?
Then
Is that
they're
the
in the-
movie where
Jennifer
he
Aniston.
fucking
he
he
does, like, the
pretends that he
plastic
has some
surgery.
kids or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
to
yeah.
impress a girl. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
That's not just
I have
some
seen
girl.
bits
That's
and
Kate
pieces.
Upton, bro. I would start a fake family for that girl any day of the
yeah.
week.
It was
Yeah,
it was
that's
her
true.
kids, wasn't it? It was her kids.
Jennifer Aniston's kids.
And
She was a school teacher, and he wanted to portray that he was like he was divorcing her and still had kids with her and trying to show her that. Do you
was
know
she
what I
a
mean?
school teacher?
The-
Wasn't she his assistant?
Yeah, I'm talking about Kate Upton, the one
Oh,
who was
okay,
trying
yeah,
to
the one.
impress. Yeah,
Right.
she's a school teacher.
Oh, mine's a little rusty on this movie.
Kate Upton, man, I'd start a fake family with her
Boy,
any
that
day.
was-
Look at Justin Verlander, man. He's living large, World Series ring with the Astros, and he's married to that.
That movie was back
Ooh,
when
what a
Kate
lucky
Upton
son of a
was like
bitch.
what? Oh, like 18, 19 years old.
She was young.
Yeah.
She was young.
My goodness.
I was still a
Yeah.
teenager at that point, so
I was like 5.
you weren't by the
You
movie-
were 5.
that movie
It
came
was
out
back in
like-
like 2012 or something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
movie wasn't
I was
even a
expressing my
decade- that movie's
age
not even a
difference from
decade
you
old
guys.
right now,
Yeah.
and it probably at
No.
most is like 8 or 9 years old.
I was expecting the age difference that I had between you two. Not really.
I'm only
10.
22.
Yeah, 2 years
I'm
younger.
not that old.
Oh, we're talking about Joe. They're 27.
I'm
I'll be
19 years
23.
old.
He's lying. He's 27. I don't think you got to hide your age on the podcast, Joe.
Hey,
Oh.
they all know to times by 3.
Times by 3. So,
Oh,
you guys want to watch
shoot.
Adam Sandler movie tonight?
No, I'm going
Oh.
home and watching Friends to be exact.
Yeah, we are doing this podcast at 2:30 in the
I'm back
morning.
I'm back to watching
Wow.
Friends.
We were supposed to do this at what, 11?
Yeah,
11
anytime during the
o'clock?
day, really, because this is just a horrible time. Because
Yeah, it's 2:30.
at 2:30 in the
My
morning.
brain cells, yeah. Dude, we gotta do this at
What brain cells?
in the morning when our minds are peaked.
Our minds are
Our
peaked. What do
interests
they
are
say?
peaked.
The most creative people are up at night. So I mean,
Oh yeah, that's true. So why not?
They say
Why
people
the
that
hell
work
not?
I
third
know
shift.
plenty of people that start that this is their peak hours, that they're eating dinner when most people are eating breakfast. I mean, you know what I mean?
I heard people that work like third shift have a lower lifespan, I think.
Life expectancy.
Yeah, life expectancy.
I don't get why. There's nothing wrong
So
with being
weird.
because I don't get what's wrong. We put such a perception on time. I don't understand why.
Trust me,
that-
I'm with you. I don't understand how it is, but Storm was showing me the study that they did was it a while ago on like people that worked like third shift or whatever. Yeah, they lived like a lot, like had their less time span than people that worked morning shift. Don't know how, don't know where.
Yeah, but you could also there's so many factors into that. Though.
yeah, I know. I'm sure
Oh
there
yeah,
is.
for real.
You could
And think about the
say-
food.
you could-
Think about the food they eat that's open at the like White Castle.
I mean, most people aren't going to go
Steak and
out.
Shake?
They're going to pack
Uh-huh.
stuff. I mean, you gotta at that point you'd have to pack something, or eat before work or after, because there ain't no way you eating at like 4 a.m. or 3
Yeah,
a.m. when
that's
you take a
true.
break. Because with
No
11 to
doubt.
7, yeah, you're taking a 3 a.m. break. That's
Yeah, I've never
4
understood
hours.
either. I'm like, as long as you get 8 hours of sleep, I think you're fine.
See, I don't understand that. Why do we put such 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep? That leaves 8 hours in the day. Like,
Just for what? Just for a paycheck in 2 weeks?
just for what?
Just for it
Shits
to be
and
gone in the
gigs?
2 days?
Shits and gigs.
That's just life, I guess.
Speaking of shits,
Nope, don't have to go yet, boys.
Well, it's probably a good thing doesn't broke her
Right.
toilet.
For real.
We only got one toilet left now.
Oh,
One
that
working
is.
toilet, 2
You
bathrooms,
know, that's
one
just
working
simply
toilet.
not true.
Didn't you fix
Good.
up this one? This bathroom in my room?
Yeah, yeah.
It's already
I just
2:30.
gotta-
I'm not going to bed till at least like 5 tonight.
I at least put the majority of it. I just gotta organize.
I haven't checked it
and
out yet.
stuff.
I'll have to check it out. Well, I think this was a
Dude,
pretty
it's gonna be.
successful podcast.
I
What do you guys think?
will tell you, it's gonna be cluttered in there. Like, dude, I don't know how we're gonna fit everything on that.
Joe's
on that
got
same
his
table.
exfoliators and his moisturizers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And his pimple busters.
I got my
and
whole. I
his
got my
ball
whole
trimmer.
beauty salon, man.
beauty
Oh, I
salon.
can't
He's
wait to
probably got
share a
the
bathroom with
curler
you.
too.
Is nobody still watching? I sent this out to at least 5 people.
Nobody's up at 2:30 in the morning, dude.
This is true. I totally forgot about that.
There he is.
There he
Ladies and
is.
gentlemen, Smeets, Rain Cloud.
Jeez, we made a part 2. Part 1 cut out on us. Right?
It
Can
kind
you
of seems
believe
lame
that?
that you're interrupting it to talk to somebody like that. He doesn't want to be a part of it anyway.
Turn in
So,
my closet.
hey, Storm, come out of the closet. It's okay. It's 2019. You can tell everybody openly about how you feel.
This podcast did not go as I expected.
What do you mean? Not as you expected? How'd you expect it to go?
That's true. I think it's a lot better though.
When
So,
does
dude,
anything-
it's a lot
I
better.
think, I think it's
When does
doing.
things
I
ever
think
go
it's
as you
doing pretty
expect?
good.
This is true.
I mean, you can't expect perfection your first time out. I mean, I think we're doing
Right.
pretty good.
I mean, you can.
Just as
I'm
long
not-
as
I'm
you
not trying
keep
to
the
be-
conversation
I'm not
going.
trying to be that guy. It's the same thing with and I don't mean to knock any artists out there, but what was that thing Van Gogh, like the first time he ever painted? It's like
Cut his penis off.
chopped his ear off for a girl.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was it. My bad. Yeah.
How do you mix those 2 body parts up?
For real.
I don't know what. I don't.
We ain't
There was
fucking
there was a
Lorraine Bobbitt
family
over here.
I think
There
I
was-
think it's bedtime for Joe.
No, there was a Family Guy skit where
Yes,
one
I've
of the
seen that.
flashbacks was what Van Gogh was giving his girlfriend a present.
What's
And it
next,
was
Joe?
like-
Are you going to talk about hats on here?
Pink hat, blue hat,
Dude, the SpongeBob
baseball
reference.
hat,
Are you gonna give
helicopter
me the hat? Megan!
I think that's all the hats.
Oh,
So cue the SpongeBob.
Cue this SpongeBob. I'm done with you. All right, so boys, so what else do we want to talk about here? Besides-
CEMPFIRESONG song.
our normal regular stuff. What we're trying to do is set ourselves apart here.
This is
What do
supposed to be an introduction.
I want to draw some
Yeah,
people in.
video.
I want some feedback from you guys. Leave some comments. What you guys would like to
2:30
see. I want some people to leave some comments on what they'd like to
That's
see
true.
and what you'd like to.
I will send this out to all of my
Dude,
friends.
if modern
embrace
society has taught us anything, if you want to receive feedback and comments, you say something very highly controversial.
No, Joe, shut
No,
up right
I'm not
now.
doing
I will
this.
cut your mic off right now.
For everybody that I send this
We
video
don't have
to,
any viewers. I'm
Both
not trying to
video.
lose any more than we don't have.
I'm just saying.
comment in the
if
little
we've learned
comment box.
anything from today's
let us
society,
know what you would like us to talk about.
all you
So I plan
gotta
on doing
do-
movie reviews, and what ifs are our favorites. We've
What
had some
ifs?
late nights talking about what
You
if,
can
Oh,
say
I-
what ifs for days. I'm not doing this.
or
with you
is
guys.
it would you rather? Would you rather?
Yeah, would
I'm
you
not-
rather? It was
Those are
would you
the
rathers.
things that keep us
Would
up
you
at night.
rather? Hey, we had one night where we were talking about them like all night.
I also actually like conspiracy theories about like TV shows.
Oh,
Conspiracy theories. What are we
Have
talking
you ever
about?
seen those? Like Courage the
TV
Cowardly
show.
Dog.
What are you talking
You ever
about?
watch that show?
Yeah, but
Oh
what
my
are we
God,
talking
conspiracy
conspiracy theories
theories.
about this show? It's a kid show that someone created, and you're taking it way too in depth here. But I'd like to hear this anyways, because I used to love that show.
Well, I mean, you know how like when you watch the show, you had a old couple with a dog, and like every time they went outside, it was empty land.
Mhm.
Well, like it wasn't actually empty. Like they actually lived in a town full of people that had houses down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But the only reason it was like that because to the dog, they never took the dog out. So for the dog's point of view, it's empty. There's nobody around them. So that's why. And all those like aliens that came to the door and stuff that like when you knock on the doors, all aliens and stuff. It was because the dog never got out to see people. So every time it saw a person, it always perceived as an alien. Like conspiracy theories like that.
But that
whoa.
doesn't make any sense. Well,
That's
how come,
crazy.
How come in all the episodes something bad happens to the old lady? I don't remember their names, but yeah, what happens to? Yeah, there it is. Whatever happened to Mariel? Yeah,
Because I think
what?
you know how like
Eustace, yeah.
dogs
you just
are really
perceived them in trouble when they really weren't.
because that's how dogs like are really protective over their mothers.
Mothers, that chick was enough to be his. great grandma twice over.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'd have to
for
look all this stuff
real.
up before I do this. But
I
trust
don't
me,
know where you're getting
there are really good conspiracy theories
That
out there for
doesn't make
TV
any sense.
shows.
Like I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I don't understand it.
So, I'm gonna,
What's next? You gonna bring up 9/11?
No, these are TV show
Go from-
conspiracy theories.
Courage the Cowardly Dog to 9/11.
A lot of people
Uh,
lost
I'm
their
trying to think
lives
of
there.
like
What are you
all
trying
the-
to say?
There's one that's like all the Pixar movies are intertwined with each other.
Well, if you look at all the Pixar movies, they always have something hidden. They've always got it all takes place in the same world, basically, or the same universe. Because you look at some of the shit, it's all like you always see like little cameos of something from another one.
I'm trying to think of some more.
So
I
you
can't
can
think
say
off the top of my head. I'm
so
gonna have
you
to
could say
research
the
this
Marvel universe copied off Pixar, almost. Couldn't you? If that, I mean, if
Marvel.
that's the case,
Movies have been doing cameos for years. What? Max, if you ever listen to this, you are never, ever, ever,
I will
ever,
send this
ever. By the way, you
video to
can be on
Max.
this once you give me your $20 you owe me from the Super Bowl since New England beat the sorry ass Rams, like I told you they would. You said every week you were doubting New England, and I told you every
Oh no, I
week
did not send this to Max.
they're still here. Where's your team at?
Let's
Sitting
see
at
who's still
home.
up.
So you're gonna dog a
Uh.
team that has six championships. Brady's 6 for 9. He's been to nearly a fifth. He doesn't want to admit this, but Brady's been to nearly a fifth of all Super Bowls. Where are we on like
Max-
Super Bowl? Like Max, come on, bro. Get your head out of Cleveland's dumpster fire ass and get your shit together.
dude, Max, don't worry about it. Browns are gonna go 16-0 next year.
No, they're not. They'll be lucky to get 5 wins. Baker Mayfield ain't doing jack. He seems to think that he had one good year. You won 6 games. Chill out.
It's a lot of
Okay.
games for the Browns.
Yeah. But now everybody's got tape on you. Everybody's got film on your 27 touchdown, 14 interception ass quarterback who he said should have been rookie of the year over Saquon when Saquon went for like 3,000 yards. Come on, dude. please.
3,000.
It wasn't 3,000. I'm exaggerating here, but like, come on, dude. Come on.
It's good quality.
I'm sorry, Max. I'd have to agree.
Awkward silence because we don't know
Oh,
what to talk
yeah.
about next.
See, this is what's called dead air. See, we want to ignore that. We want to try to avoid that. That's what
fine.
many people in the radio business consider. So, like, you always
So
want to
yeah, it's a waste of
keep.
time.
Yeah,
you
you
always
always
wanna
want to
have
try to
something to
keep the conversation going. No dead air.
Yeah.
It kind of broke with
So-
awkward silence.
Lead
Yeah.
one
Does
thing.
that
One
count
thing.
for
We need
something?
one thing to lead into another.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Also, if anybody
introduction.
from True Moo's listening, you can gladly sponsor me. I drink gallons of that shit in a week.
Shit.
What if we get sponsors? I'm down to get some sponsors.
I'll take some
Get paid to
radio,
do this, to sit in my room and
some
talk.
advertisements going.
FUBU.
I'm down for some advertisements and some money for doing this. So if you guys can make this big, that would be
Make
great.
this big. It all relies on us.
Yeah,
we
that's
we
true. I
either
don't
make or
think
break this.
I don't think that was an empty air.
Okay, first of all, let me clarify this. I'm not in this to make it big. I'm in this
This
for
is true.
fun here.
Which is one of my bullet points of
I'm not
why did
doing
we make this
I'm not
podcast?
doing this to be a
That's-
get rich quick scheme.
That's a good point. Why did we make this podcast?
In this to hang
Yeah,
out
for
with
the fun of
bros.
it.
Let's,
Trying to get our voice out there, talk about some
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
My
I think-
movie reviews are gonna be big. That's why.
That's a good point.
They're gonna be
See, I feel-
huge.
I feel like our thoughts
big.
are
Gonna be
too deep not to share
huge.
them with the world.
Huge.
know?
Huge. Oh, people, we got Wolverine over here.
So, well, yeah, why do we
Good
do
old
this?
night, boy.
Because it's gonna be fun. I personally listen to at least 6 podcasts on my list.
Oh, Joe Rogan easily.
Joe Rogan
I
is one of
love
my
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
biggest influence for sure. I think it's
Yeah.
all
100%.
something we all watch. I love Joe
Hey,
Rogan.
also shout out Barstool. Pardon my take. KFC Radio. Check you guys out all the time.
I listen to. Let's see, who else do I listen to? Other than my political podcast, which I will not name.
Ben Shapiro.
Oh, geez. Oh, there goes the hate. You mentioned Ben Shapiro in your videos, and you get so much hate.
These two, I'm just gonna FYI.
Oh, you
these,
still my
two,
phone.
these two over here, are like in love with Ben Shapiro. They think he's God.
Jen and Julian, shout out to them if they listen. Jenna Marbles and her husband, boyfriend. Listen to them too.
Yeah,
What are the-
that's kind of out the window.
I'm too late for that now. Hey, they knew I was a liberal.
All right, I
communist
think
when
it's
we
just
did a
Joe Rogan.
podcast.
Oh
Honestly,
my god,
mostly.
I'm done.
Other podcasts, people are explaining like who did Corey mention that they talk about like where things came from, like they explain the marathon, the history of the marathon, why people run the marathon, the name of it. That's pretty cool. But I just like listening to podcasts. I listen to a lot of motivational David Goggins.
Oh,
How about I
God.
bring up David
I
Goggins?
knew this was coming
Dude.
up.
That dude
Yeah.
is
My goodness.
Mind over matter.
something else, man. I was reading his book, 4
Golly.
chapters in so far.
Oh,
Dude is
4 chapters. How long you had this book?
like 2 days.
4 chapters.
Whew.
I would have had that book done.
Well,
Oh, I don't.
whatever.
How long-
Whatever. I got no
Book's
comeback for
how
that.
long's the book?
I'm just
Yeah.
joking.
The fact that I read 4 chapters is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh,
Yeah, no.
the last book I read was
What depends. What
actually,
depends?
no,
How,
I've been reading a lot of books.
how many
actually.
chapters are there? How many words are on each
What was
page?
that book
Like-
you
It's
needed?
got pictures in it.
What was that book?
It's
you
got
were reading?
pictures in it.
Oh, so we're reading picture books now?
Well, it's got pictures of like his like life.
I know.
Oh,
This is
okay.
good shit.
I gotcha.
So what was that one book you were reading that you had to like use a dictionary for every time you read a book?
Jordan
Oh,
Peterson's 12
oh.
Rules for Life.
Oh, that's it. Big and
No,
powerful
wait.
book.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was his other book. His first.
It was
What meanings?
meaning of maps of meaning. Maps of meaning.
Yeah, I remember I like read
Yeah.
the preface to that.
that was like
Yeah.
2 words in. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got some big words. in
What are
there.
these? What are these big words?
Yeah.
You need to stick to like and
You need to
the
layman's terms
what?
this, dumb it down.
Yeah,
real
for
fast.
words
real.
like that.
Like
So
they need to dumb it down just a little bit.
no, like a lot of it. Like the and for doghouse.
For
Well, they can't use
Doghouse.
it there, and there's the entire time. And doghouse.
Compounds are.
Where White's
getting
going to be
crazy.
sleeping when he marries Amber.
no.
I think I sent this video to her too.
Dude, we're gonna have a ton of guest appearances on this show.
Ooh,
Like, we're gonna have Max on someday
No.
for
No,
him
no,
and
no,
him and Ken
I
to
told you-
debate
I told you.
whether the Patriots are
hold up.
like still there or not.
My
Not
friend
even,
David.
Not until this. Hold on. Let me give you some perspective here. Not until he gives me $20, then he can be on the show because it's been a month, like almost a month exactly. It was
Oh.
yesterday, a month to the Super Bowl one. But I have messages on Snapchat because I know everybody knows what Snapchat is. Of him telling me that next year the Browns are going to the Super Bowl. Now, if you do not
That's-
tell me
wow.
that
Wow.
he is a little one-sided and so far up Cleveland, it's not even funny. I don't know what to say because that's like, let's be realistic. I'm biased enough with Ohio State, but it's like I'm not biased enough to where my team wins 6 games, the most it's won in a decade, 15 years, and all of a sudden I'm hyped for the playoffs. Like, you need to pump the brakes. You had one decent season. Give me a couple of those. Make a couple playoff games before you start saying, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl." Like, no, it doesn't just work like that overnight.
You gotta join us
Right.
on
Ask
the way.
Chicago about it. They missed the field goal. I was hyped for them. But yeah.
Oh man.
I think
Or
so.
I tried
Chicago.
telling him, get this. I tried telling him that the Buffalo Bills are a better franchise than the Browns, and he laughed at me. I said,
Oh,
Browns.
there's no question.
I said,
No
Max,
question about it.
if you look at the last 5 years, 6 years, well, really, I took it back. I looked back since the Cleveland won their last playoff game in 2003, or not even one. The last time they made a playoff appearance and had a winning season, 2003, they lost. Pittsburgh came back and beat them. But Buffalo, don't quote me on this, but I was looking at it. They have one season, I think it might have been 2, that were 5 wins. It was 1 4-win season, 1 5-win season. But every other season has been 6 wins or more. And I said, when has Cleveland won 6 games in multiple years?
Wow, for real.
And you want to say, and they've been to 4
They
straight Super
they only
Bowls.
won 6 games this past season,
Yeah,
didn't
right. Yeah.
they? Yeah, that's one. My goodness.
Yeah.
Plus, I
and
mean,
you want
Cleveland never been to a Super Bowl.
to- never.
Bills,
4 straight.
only team in NFL history to make it 4 straight times.
Hey, that could change. New England does.
Yeah, that's
New
true
England
too.
does next
I
year.
mean-
Could be a second.
Yeah,
I'm not hyping it up. I'm not
What
going
I
to
mean-
hype it up. But
but I mean, yeah, it's
Pump
very
the brakes.
possible. It's very possible.
I still think the Colts should go.
who, Andrew Luck back? Hey, how about the
If he's
combine?
if he's
stats?
not injured
Combine
all
was
the
just
time.
the last couple of days. It was interesting to see how everybody did.
I haven't followed
Who's there?
football in
Kyler
forever.
Murray's
yeah.
projected to be the number 1 pick right now,
A lot of.
which is idiotic in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no
Kyler
question.
Murray shouldn't
No
even be the
question.
first quarterback off the board. Should be shout out young Simba, Dwayne Haskins, Ohio State. I'm kind of hoping he goes to New York, but
Don't even know who that
I don't
is.
know.
I think the last time I followed
Quarterback.
football, it was the Colts and the Saints at the Super Bowl.
That was like 10 years ago. literally.
Right? I think that was the last time.
Yeah,
Oh, guess who? Guess who? was-
2006.
I
to be
saw
exact.
something. I saw a video
Yeah.
of Mardi Gras because Mardi Gras is going on right now. It's the end of February, beginning of March, and they had a picture of fucking Peyton Manning there, and it's like the complete opposite of somebody who you Mardi Gras, like who he is. Like you don't see him as a party goer,
Yeah.
as a good time. It was just funny to see him there.
Oh geez.
People were making saying stuff because he was standing in front of a construction site. People were saying stuff. Oh, he's only there to like promote something or to do this, but who cares? The guy's having a good time from New Orleans.
For sure. I was the guy. Did Peyton Manning ever go into broadcasting? Yeah.
No.
I don't think. I've always said after he retires, he's got to go into broadcasting. He just has that voice.
He's going to end up being I'm sure he's going to end up being a GM or a president somewhere, some team. I can already foresee it.
We should invite him on this podcast.
He's got to be an analyst on Monday Night Football with that voice.
Shout out. Who's going to take over Monday Night Football since Jason Witten wants to come out of retirement? Stupidest decision ever because he's got no good numbers. And they're talking about Hall of Fame.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I don't get it.
That was stormy. Definitely into the podcast.
Yeah, I can't really comment on this. I'm not really I'm not really aware of that story.
I think that's who should be the next Monday Nighter, but they won't. He probably won't be. There's a list of names. But I'm interested to see.
It turns off every now and then.
Yeah, a long time till football season.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Best time of year.
I mean,
I'm trying. A lot of the content
we're gonna be playing. I'm getting Ken involved in fantasy baseball.
Hyped first year doing it. I'm interested.
Oh, dude, it's gonna make football season that much quicker.
God, I can't wait
to be coming up.
Hey, I want to tell everybody. Jared Cook, tight end of the Oakland Raiders, is dead to me. I needed 2 points from you in week 17.
Oh.
To win my
remember
championship.
That was your big $500 loss.
Yeah, I had everything on the line for this league. I came.
It was winner.
Back.
It was winner go home, right?
Winner take all.
Winner take all.
I was down 1 point going into it. I had Jared Cook. The guy had, I think it was Cortland Sutton, and Jared Cook got me like 2 catches and then got injured and came in and didn't do anything. And then in the second half, Sutton goes off for like 3 catches and I lose by a point.
Wow.
It was the worst fantasy of my life.
That was our Vegas money, man. Vacation.
I know, it was
$500.
$500 going big money.
We were all like worried for you, you know?
Yeah.
I remember like 2 days before that happened or whatever. Like, dude, Ken's gonna get a big time. We're gonna go to like Longhorn Steakhouse for dinner, you know?
I was sending in our group chat and I was
how expensive do you think Longhorn is?
$500 should cover it.
I went into it projected to lose too. And I still came. My team was nothing this year. I tell you that. I don't want to say nothing, but I had the worst draft grade in my league. Worst one. Yeah. I had a D-. Shout out Mike Thomas and Drew Brees. You guys led me all season. But I had the worst draft grade. But it's all about playing that waiver wire. I think I had like 40 or 50 moves on the waiver wire.
That draft grade, they don't mean anything.
Boy. That's all it is. You don't have to draft the best team, but you're on that weekly week, that waiver wire of who's gonna produce that week. Oh, you can play it just right.
No question.
I need to start getting into that stuff. I need to start getting into that.
I came in second place as well in my fantasy league, but I didn't join a winner take all, so I actually took home some money.
See, Joe's is no fun. They don't do a playoff; they just do by whoever wins the most games at the end of the year.
So I think it's a little more realistic that way.
Playoffs is more fun.
Yeah, playoffs.
Playoffs.
No, it would have been fun. That $500. That $500 would have been fun.
God, don't tell me about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm still upset about that.
You come over knocking on the front door like, I need a shot. You just lost $500.
I would have been big time ready to go.
Right.
Wow. Man. Would have been ready.
What would you do?
Shit happens. Better luck next year. I came in second. Hey, opposed to the year before. A year before I came in. I think I came in last place the year before. Wow. So I went from last place to second.
Hell of an improvement.
Yeah. Don't hold me to it. I was at the bottom of my league the year before. But that's usually how it goes. I spend 1 year at the top. The next year I'm low. The next year I'm high. I've just been flip-flopping like that. But I did win it a couple years ago.
Dude, there you go.
I'm about to try and be 2-time champ in this league, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't wait. Golly. And it's been a while.
You don't want to finish last. Let me just say that. They're trying to get some dude to wear a romper this year.
What's that saying?
A romper?
If you ain't first or last.
Well,
Ricky Bobby, that's what it is.
Ricky, you are.
Yeah, for real. Seriously.
Yeah.
We play in a keeper league, and I don't know who to keep this year. Probably Joe Mixon, because I can't keep Thomas.
At least
anymore.
Joe won something.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Some money's better than none money, I guess.
I'd rather winner take all, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. See, I
had one time. What was it? The last year I won my title. What was it, a couple years ago? It was 2 years ago. No, it was 3. It was 3. I went into the championship round, and the dude wanted to. He knew he was going to lose. I beat him, and he knew he was going to lose, so he offered to split it with me. He's like, "Do you want to call it right now?" This was days before the championship, and he's like, "Why don't we just call it right now? We'll just split the winnings."
No, I ain't calling nothing.
And I was like, "No, we taking it straight." Like I ain't calling. I ended up beating him by like 5 points, but still, I was like, "No, we ain't calling no. We're playing it straight. Like winner take all. Like I ain't splitting this with you."
I don't blame you.
Wow. See, to me, it's like you come asking me that, you already know you're going to lose.
Yeah, you know you're losing, right?
If you're asking to split before the game even happens.
Itching his arm like, dude, I need this win.
For real. But, hey, there's more on the line. That's why I like. Kind of reminds me of baseball, that one-game elimination in the wild card. I don't like it, but I like it.
Oh, I hate it.
No, I like it like that.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's so stupid. We need to talk to Robert Manfred and the National Baseball Association and the MLB, and we need to at least get that to 3 games. 3-game series. Come on, you can do it over a weekend. Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can do it over a weekend. One game's just not. It's so unpredictable.
I mean, the playoff is a good idea. I agree, but I mean, it's got to be 3 games because baseball. It's not like basketball where it's the better team always wins.
Exactly, and you only put in so many teams. You only get 5 if you include the wild card, the extra wild card team. But 4 teams from each side. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
First game's a 5-game series. Next game's a 7-game series to go to the World Series. It's like.
It's a no-brainer.
It kills me. It kills me for the Cubs fans. Like I was working with one Cub fan last year, and he hated it. He didn't even want me to bring it up because he never got to listen to that wild card game because he was working, and he didn't want me to bring it up at all because he was like so upset about it. It's like, how do you go from the number 1 seed in playoffs from a Friday and then you're out of playoffs by Monday?
Oh,
it kills me. That's that. Yeah, you need to fix that stuff.
It's very unfair, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know the couch up in this room. I'll let you get tired from sitting here.
Yeah, I know my back's.
We just been going on and on for a minute, guys.
Yeah, we just been rambling.
All right, nice introduction podcast.
Oh, hell yeah!
Stuff. Hey, but so shout out if anybody lives in Sedona. We had somebody that recently visited there.
I got family in Arizona, actually. I'm going to give a shout out to them. I'm going to actually send them my link, too.
Shout out to the family in Arizona. Hi, Wyatt's family.
In Chino Valley. I'm going to send them the link right now. Hey, Joe, can you pass me my charger? My phone's almost dead.
Shout out to good old Chino Valley, Arizona.
Telling you, friends and family, they're going to spread the word. We're going to get big, make millions, and move somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Joe, that's not the charger.
I'm trying to move out west, though, for real. Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati's great. Hey,
there's snow on the ground right now.
There's snow. It just snowed.
No, first off, look at my jeans right there. You see those jeans?
Yeah.
Outside on that hill, I slipped and fell. So
I'm done. I wish I would have seen that.
Oh, it hurt. It hurt. It wasn't. It was a slip fall, and like I was airtime for at least 2 seconds.
I've been seeing a lot of backlash.
You ruined your designer jeans?
No, Joe. They're
your designer jeans.
No, Joe. They're J.C. Penney jeans for like $0.01. You buy one, get 2 for $0.01. Yeah, I'm not doing the $50,000 pair of jeans.
But anyways, yeah, a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of people been dogging on Skyline Chili and chili in general. When you're not, first of all, those are fighting words to anybody here in Cincinnati. We take that stuff to heart. If you're not born here, you don't care about it, but we love it. It's so good. You may think we're weird, but those are fighting words. You talk about some 3 ways. And some cheese
yeah. You grow up on
that stuff is the tits.
I mean, dude, I'm all for like I respect like I mean obviously if you didn't grow up around it, like I'm sure if we visited like New Orleans, we're not gonna like some food that they would consider
right exactly
the bomb. Like I mean,
it's just where you are.
We grew up around it and we love it. Like obviously there's gonna be other
makes
people that
the real Queen City because everyone's referring to other places as the Queen City. This is the real Queen City. Let's get it right.
Oh yeah, for
Fact and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just out of curiosity, what other Queen City would there be?
They refer to it as Charlotte, and I want to say Chicago is the other one.
Chicago,
yeah,
Queen City. Wow,
it's another city in Illinois.
I always considered it the Windy City.
But... No, so did I. But it's just like something I heard the other day.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I don't know if it's got like real backing, but still.
All right,
I don't know if it was just something somebody was throwing. I don't know. Don't hold me to it if it was Chicago. I just think it was someplace in Illinois. But I know Charlotte for sure. Because they were talking about that during All-Star Weekend a couple weekends ago for NBA.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's some players referring to as Queen City. I'm like, whoa.
No, you can't do that. That's our thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
our thing.
That's our thing.
Hey,
motherfuckers.
what?
Yeah.
What do you think about the haters hating
what do you
on
think?
all
Yeah.
this all on our chili?
Yeah, what do you think about this? What do you got to say about people that?
I don't even know people are hating on our chili.
There's a bunch of people,
Yeah,
a bunch of
yeah.
people that have never had it, never been here. Think it's like the
Well, how can you hate on
weirdest
somebody you
thing.
never even tried before?
Exactly.
Just a few years ago, it was ranked in like Food People magazine, or I don't know,
And
some
Fort
kind of
Myers
study.
or Clearwater. I'm not sure where the one is down in Florida, but I've heard that one's not good. Well, obviously it's not good because it's the only one that's not in Cincinnati. Let's get this right. Like
Jeez.
I heard somebody said that they landed in the Cincinnati airport. That was in Kentucky. Yeah, it's in Kentucky. Big deal. We've all known that CBG's in northern Kentucky, but yeah, landed there, and they said they drove. Where was it, to Oxford, to Miami University, and they said all they saw, it was like a I forget what the word is they used it for, but that's all they saw was skylines everywhere throughout that drive, and that's what it is around here. It's popular. It's the thing. Business is booming with it. Like, speaking of which, tomorrow I'm probably gonna go get myself some Cholitos and chili cheese fries.
Skyline.
Yeah, Skyline.
So I think we all agree that we all like Skyline here.
Yeah, Skyline. I like
think-
Skyline. And
I think
Glen, so
that
I
would
got
be
no problem
the
with
moral of the story. Yeah.
I
I'll
personally
get
like
some
them both.
Camp Washington
Everybody's
chili,
like Skyline or Gold
blue-ass
Star.
chili. Like,
Oh yeah. You can't even go wrong. Any kind of chili. Price Hill chili.
I think the only one I haven't had.
mean,
Yeah, I haven't had
Price Hill
Hill.
chili.
I haven't
That's
had
some good
Price Hill,
chili.
and I
They
haven't
make
had-
That's good.
Was it
That's good.
Dixie?
Yeah, it is.
That's a West
Was
Side
it
tradition.
Dixie.
Yeah. Dixie?
Isn't
Do
it
they
like-
have Dixie chili?
I think so.
I think they do. Yeah.
It's something.
You're right.
It's Dixie something. But I'm not
I
sure.
definitely never been there.
But yeah, Price Hill and Dixie I've never had. But all the rest I can vouch for. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, if anybody's ever in Cincinnati, go to Skyline Chili. Get you some Cholitos. Get you some chili cheese fries. Get you a big old 3-way. Not the 3-way you're thinking of. A 3-ways Skyline.
Oh
Hit
yeah, I
some
forgot.
cheese, some spaghetti, and some chili.
Joe's classic
That's so
meal. What is
weird.
it, like a 5-way large?
No, Joe likes the 4 bangers.
Is
Yeah,
it the
the
4
four
ways of
bangers.
like 6
Oh,
cheese
yeah,
No,
that's
cones?
they're 4 ways, but he calls
Still-
them 4 bangers. So
Steal my
4 ways
language.
is your basic 3: spaghetti, chili, and cheese, and then you can add beans or onions. And a 5-way has both beans and onions.
I always
Others
get
they
the
don't
4-way with onion. My original order is 4-way with onion and 5 cheese conies, everything on it. But I'm a sweaty fat fuck, so
Yeah, he's really not. He's skinny as a twig.
Come on,
I don't
Storm,
know
you
what
gonna
he
jump
puts
in
this
sometime
for.
or what?
My normal orders is a couple Cholitos, Mountain Dew, and a chili cheese fry.
that sounds good.
It is. Truly. I used to love the conies, but I'm not a fan of conies. I like the chili cheese sandwiches because I'm weird about that. I don't think hot dogs go with chili, but that's just me.
I always
So-
thought it was a classic combination.
Right. I mean, I get that chili dog or however you want to call
Yeah.
it, but that's just not me.
We have one. Oh,
Not something I'm fond of.
well, we had one viewer.
Oh,
What? Where?
Oh no, it went away. You see how long that
All right,
lasted?
so I think this
seconds.
introduction is going a little too
Yeah,
far. We've got a
yeah.
little sidetracked about talking about stuff. It's almost
We
3 a.m.
just spent probably 5+ minutes talking about Cincinnati
yeah,
chili.
we're talking about chili. We're talking about baseball. Hey, real quick, back on the baseball topic.
Oh, here we
How
go.
about
Give me the
Bryce
sports. I'm out.
Harper? That's like this dude. I think he was on something when he's up there talking. Did you see him give his conference from spring or his,
I
his,
never
little
got a
his
chance to
little
look
his
at
little thing? He was like on MLB Network with the guys on there at spring training, and he's up there talking about this dude had to have been high or something. Like everybody knows he just signed this huge deal. Was it 13-year, $330 million?
it. It was some big time.
Yeah, with the Phillies, with Philadelphia
Mm.
Phillies. Philadelphia. Let's clarify that. Philadelphia.
Put
And he's
on.
up there talking about how he wants to bring a title back to DC and to Washington.
Dude, I
It's like-
heard about
It's
that.
like, dude, do you
I didn't-
not realize where you just signed? Like,
Dude,
you ain't nowhere near Washington,
look-
bro.
Did you look high when he said that too?
I don't know. He
Like-
must have been. Hell, I was high when I said that. Shit,
Oh,
he must
yeah.
have been. Because it's like,
Jeez.
do you not realize you signed a 13-year deal
Dude,
with the opposite team?
People-
You in Philadelphia. You ain't in Washington no more.
people back in
Uh,
DC got to be thinking like, "Oh, that mother."
It's that tiny print. That tiny bold print gets you all the time.
I don't get it.
Who reads that?
People are legit comparing him to the next AI. Like he's that big to Philadelphia, like big as Allen Iverson, and people are letting him wear the number 3. I heard so many uproars from famous players that wore number 3. I don't know my history on Philadelphia baseball.
No
But-
kidding.
Talking
Huh.
about famous players that wore number 3. I know they at least said 2 of them, and they're letting him wear the number 3, which is.
So
beyond
is that a
me.
for sure thing? Because I heard that those jerseys are like sold a record number of sales.
What is 3?
Did you hear about that? I don't know. But yeah, within a 24-hour period, like within a player coming to a new franchise, he sold the
How
most
about, hold on,
jerseys
hold on.
out
What's
of
the
anybody.
dude's name from New York? I can't even remember his name.
Derek
But he-
Jeter.
No. The
Oh.
Mets, motherfucker. He got deferred contract. Like deferred. I don't know if anybody knows what deferred contracts are. Basically, it's where you sign a contract, but they're not going to pay you now. They're going to pay you at a date to be determined later. But it's basically you come up with it. So this dude,
So you come up with a date?
like, to where he hasn't played in like 15 years,
Mhm.
and he's still getting checks to this day from the Mets. Like, he's still getting paid,
Wow.
and he ain't played in years. That's what a deferred contract is, because when you're in baseball, you're still making money from the previous team if you sign with another one. And baseball, it's more guaranteed money nowadays. So when he did deferred contracts, he was still getting paid back in the day, but he set stuff up to where later on in life, when he's not playing, he's still getting paid. And they were doing the numbers. This dude's still going to get paid after Bryce Harper's 13-year contract. So Bryce Harper's 13-year contract's up, 2032? This dude's still going to get paid. Like the Mets player, he's still
Somebody
getting
sign me up.
checks.
Where do I get one of
He's
these
still getting
deferred
checks
contracts?
into the 2030s? Like, it's nuts, man. I'm telling you. I forget how much
Golly.
money it was that he had set up, but yeah,
You need to
all
sign me up
deferred-
for this. I
all
need to sign
deferred,
up one of
yeah.
those.
deferred contract.
Wow.
And like this guy ain't played since like what 04, 05, I think. And he's
Wow.
still getting paid. Like, talk about a genius, man.
Yeah, for real. Jeez.
Like, you don't see that at all nowadays.
I ain't never seen that.
Oh,
Never even heard of that.
I lost my phone somewhere. It's dead.
Yeah, are we gonna cut this?
Are we gonna cut this? No, we're still going.
Dude,
going.
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed? It's 3 a.m.
We'll cut it at 40 minutes.
Cut it at 40 minutes. We got 3 minutes and whatever the fuck extra
We
seconds
did.
that is.
So altogether, part 1 and part 2 is gonna be about 30 something or over an hour. So you guys, all for the fans, you guys enjoy it.
This is a nice introduction paragraph. What we were going to do, talk about who we were, turned into sports, and
I'm about to look that up real quick.
jailbreak in the toilet.
Mets players still getting paid. I love how that's the first one. Yeah, Bolina. Here it is. Bolina would defer payments for a decade, and the Mets would pay him an annual paycheck of $1.19 million starting in 2011 and ending in 2035, adding up to a total payout of $29.8 million.
Wow.
That
How
is
about
nuts. Offered the Mets a deal. Yeah. Bolina would defer payments for a decade. Ain't that something? Bobby Bolina. Started in
that? Have something
2011.
else.
So instead of the $5.9 million they owed him in 2000, yeah, he deferred it. I read an article about it a couple months ago, and then I recently saw something about it because the whole people were talking about it with
Yeah.
him and
I feel
Harper comparing.
I feel like we should probably have a closing kind of statement if we're gonna finish here soon. Like,
Yeah, we are going to finish here soon. 2 minutes. 2 minutes now. This has been fun.
this has been fun. You know what?
I know nothing about sports, and I'm still having fun.
We're not gonna do this every night. It's just
I learned that I need
fun.
to get one of those deferred contracts. That's what I need to do in
Dude,
my
that's
life.
genius, bro. 2000, he set it up that he would instead of paying them then, he decided to defer it. So he made
jeez.
5.9 that year and deferred contracts. So he's getting paid over $1 million.
What do I sign up? Like, what do I need to go to get my application for this?
2035.
That's what I need.
That is beyond me. Like, talk about a genius. Like,
Ooh.
and he's way ahead of the time too.
I was so excited that we
I
had
got a
one
feeling-
viewer and it was just Storm.
I got a feeling like this could be a thing of the future. I'm not saying every player's gonna do it.
Oh,
'Cause most players
I don't know
aren't
why.
gonna do it.
I don't know why more players aren't doing that.
But baseball's where it's at. Check out Bryce Harper. What's he bringing in? Like, he's after his first couple years, he's gonna be like $26 million a year.
Oh yeah,
Woo,
it's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
They're talking about Mike Trout even getting a bigger one here soon.
Oh God,
the
Mike
Angels.
Trout, come to Cincinnati, dude.
Oh,
We'll show you a good
wouldn't
time with
that
some
be
Skyline
something?
chili and some Oktoberfest.
The natty life.
For real. We ain't
Natty
drinking Natty Light either.
You could enjoy the natty life without drinking natty light.
Exactly. And you ain't got to worry about the Bud Light with the high fructose corn syrup because we real beer drinkers, we don't worry about that.
yeah.
All right.
IPAs over here.
No,
Oh, speaking
of which,
I saw something.
No.
Joe, you would be interested in this if you ever got married one day.
Oh,
I was telling White about this earlier. It was before we started this whole podcast. He was trying to fuck with shit. And I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw something. It was in Finland. They do it's a world championship for wife carrying.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Wife carrying. So it's basically, I'm assuming, I didn't go in depth with it, but I'm assuming it's like an obstacle thing. You gotta carry your wife around, do all this stuff. But the winner, checks out the winner. You don't get no trophy. You don't get no money. Your wife's weight, so whatever your wife weighs, in beer. So she weighs 150 pounds. You're getting 150 pounds of beer. You know how much that is?
Anybody can sign up for this?
It's in Finland every year.
Dude, I'm going to marry me a
mail order bride over here.
Like some big ass mama.
But could you imagine, like, seriously, 100 pounds, even 100 pounds of beer.
Right.
You guys not understand how much beer that is?
It's like, that's a lot of beer.
Oh my God.
That is a lot of beer.
You see what I'm saying? Wow. Like, this stuff ain't nothing to mess around, dude. You need to be like, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger over here with the one religion carrying like 7 wives.
Oh. Gonna be like, after we get married, like, honey, we're going to Finland on our honeymoon.
Yeah. Just schedule the honeymoon during that.
I just booked about 7 buffets, so
eat as much as you want tonight.
Yeah.
It's all me. It's all
Carbo
me.
load right now.
Carbs.
Carbo load.
For real.
What was Michael eating, like linguine or something?
Oh yeah.
Like Italian food in the episode of The Office.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right. Run.
Right. Oh shoot.
Pukes.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh man.
Dude, I'm about to. Hey, it's already 3 a.m. I'm gonna say if we're up by 5, catch us at your local Mount Carmel, Tabasco McDonald's.
Don't be up at 5.
Yeah, nobody's listening anyways.
What a hell of a podcast. Hey, how long was our first video?
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
It was 27 minus the cutout, but we don't know where it cut out.
We don't know where it cut out. Yeah, so I guess I'll just have to send everybody 2 links. No, they can look at the channel and see. Yeah, let them choose their death, which video they want to watch.
If they're interested, they'll stay. They'll come for the first one, but then they'll like, oh, I see you there. I'll check out the second one.
I wonder when people are going to listen to our videos in the car ride to work.
Oh God,
that's the question.
What I mean, that might not be a bad idea. Like, critique yourself. Like, I wonder if I could do that a little better or this a little
Well, it's like
better.
I said in the description, if you ever find yourself out of videos to watch and you're bored and have nothing else to do in life, listen to us,
Yeah, for sure.
A bunch of idiots.
I mean,
Let me just
a bunch of.
Oh yeah. Man. Oh, it's either this or watch whatever's going on with.
It's like, why listen to Joe Rogan when you can listen to us? It's like you'd much rather listen to Joe Rogan.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
I'm not trying to be that.
At least you don't leave empty air. Like we've left empty air at least 7 times already.
And we don't go rambling on about the same shit.
So back to the baseball.
No,
dude.
We're setting up different categories.
If I ever have a kid,
we're setting up different what?
If I ever have a kid, you better believe he's gonna be a baseball player because that's where the money's at, and we setting up a deferred contract.
So I think golf. Golf would be an easy sport to make money.
Golf. That's so boring, man.
I know,
dude, we're going golfing someday.
Golf used to be big. I remember when golf.
I don't mind golfing so much, but watching it—that's like one of those.
To me, the only good thing about golfing.
No, we're going golfing someday.
To me, the only good thing is about golfing is the drinking. Drink while you golf.
Oh hell yeah!
That to me is the only way it's fun.
Well, then I won't be able to hit the ball.
Then I'll be hitting that shit in the woods.
I lose it. First off, I lose my ball when I'm sober and I'm golfing. I can't imagine when I'm drunk. And I'm pretty sure.
I was about to say let's go frisbee golfing, but I can't imagine White over here drunk.
I'm sure there's also a rule against like drinking and driving those little carts.
No, you can do it. Just don't crash into the sand.
I wonder if they could hit you up with a DUI if you crash it.
Stay on the Yeah. All right. So what's up with the?
You'll never catch me now, officer. I'm a good go kart.
A legitimate question here. So because people are talking about these self-driving cars, and I saw something on Facebook. It was a fake article by The Onion. Everybody knows The Onion's fake. If you don't know The Onion's fake, all hope is lost for you. But talking about how they're implementing bumper lanes for drunk driving, like for car, like you know what I mean, like padding on each side to where you can't wreck your cars. It's one lane. It's a joke thing. But then it was like, so I'm thinking here. So what happens when these self-driving cars become a thing, and like you have a car driving you, but you're drunk, self-driving car, and it crashes? Is it your fault or is it the car fault? Or if it's an accident or something, do you get the fault because you're drunk? Or is it the car's fault because it's a self-driving car? You know what I mean?
I think as far as the drunk driving for those cars go, I think they might put in one of those like alcohol tests before you can even start the car up.
But what does it matter? You're not driving the car anyways. It's a self-driving car. So you're just.
I'm not sure how
in
that
the
works,
car.
to be honest with
Do you
you.
get what I mean? Like you're just sitting there.
I know, but I've
driving
known people
itself.
like before they have like the people that have like a bad drinking history.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah.
They have to take
You have
breath
to
away.
put-
I'm sure Tesla has come up with that.
Yeah, but I know, but that doesn't affect you though. So you can take a breathalyzer and be shit faced drunk, but you're not driving though. At the end of the day,
Well,
The car is driving.
Elon Musk has said those cars are practically unwreckable, or uncrashable. I mean, how true
I
that
don't
is,
know.
I'm not
Yeah, I
sure,
don't know.
but I mean, the cars are pretty wicked, I must say.
No, 100%. He just fucking shipped a shitload of them to
It's just-
overseas.
It's crazy. What how many things come standard in cars these days? It's unreal.
Wi-Fi,
Heated seats.
Heats. Oh,
heated seats.
that knob that turns on and off, like this sound that comes out of the speakers.
Yeah.
We have
don't
one
really
viewer
need that.
again.
We don't
Back
really
to the
need that
one
playing
view.
over. I was already talking. But yeah, so I'm interested to see that because to me it's like you gotta blame the car in that sense, right?
You know a lot about Tesla.
Because you're
How does that work, Storm?
self-driving car. Like I don't get it.
And he's out of the room. We scared him away.
I'm interested in this because that's something that interests me.
Mm.
It's just like if you
I'm
were
not sure. I think that's
sleeping.
something you have to Google.
Just like you were sleeping. See, I don't know who would be at fault there.
The driver. I think it'd definitely be the driver.
But you're not driving though.
But before you even got in the car, you're drunk. You should know.
Yeah, but you're not driving though is the thing.
Yeah.
It's the car, so you have no fault at all here.
Well, I think Elon Musk
You-
talked about it. He actually had a case where some guy fell asleep behind the wheel and he tried to sue Tesla because the car wrecked and he fell asleep. And it's like you fell asleep behind
but
the
it's
wheel.
a self-driving car. So if it's a
Right.
self-driving car, it shouldn't matter whether I'm eating, sleeping, drinking, anything. It's a self-driving car.
Honestly, if I was drunk, I wouldn't put my life in the risk of a
You're not
car.
supposed to sleep while you drive, but it's got a thing where
And it does wake you up. I heard it's supposed to wake you
it
up.
checks you.
I understand
Yeah.
that, but what I'm trying to get at here is a self-driving car.
Like,
so how are you?
I'm sure you're supposed to. I'm pretty sure it's like one of those things like at your own risk. And
Well, now you're just adding on extra shit
I'm
here,
not sure.
because you're talking from a self-driving car, and now it's a self-driving car to where
I
you
did
can't
hear about
do
that.
anything. You have to pay attention in case something goes wrong. Then you have to take over. It doesn't work like that. Do you see what I mean? A self-driving car is a
Right.
self-driving car.
Well, it's only self-driving to a certain degree, I believe.
See, now you're putting restrictions on it.
Let's wrap it
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean,
Now
that's
you're
something.
just putting
That's
restrictions
something
on
you'd
it.
have to Google.
But what are you
Sure.
guys trying to see right now? It's-
I did-
It doesn't drive itself. It just stays on a
Elon
wheel.
Musk did say that if you did fall asleep behind a car, then the car knows you did,
Mhm.
and it would shake and it would play loud music and it would
I
vibrate
understand,
just
but
to wake you
I'm
up.
trying to say something because we're going to get to the point where
Right.
we're 2019. We're going to get to that point where eventually I'm
Mhm.
not saying we won't, but I'm sure we'll get to the point eventually where we won't have to drive ourselves. You know what I mean? So I'm
Right.
trying to get to that topic of
Mhm.
is that
Yeah,
going to be
I
a
feel
problem?
like
in the future?
no matter what the car is, if it's self-driving or what, I think it is your responsibility to be smart when you're behind the wheel and
Oh,
still
100%.
understand.
I agree.
Still understand that other
I
people's
agree.
lives are at risk and yours is at
I
risk.
agree.
So
I agree. But it's just
Yeah,
to
I don't
me
know.
it's hard to blame the person in that sense for me because it's
Mhm.
like you're not driving. Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I mean?
there-
Like
there-
you have
yeah,
no
there-
control over
there
it.
was a case when the guy fell asleep and he tried to sue and he lost because the judge was like, "You are responsible for what you do behind the wheel at the end of the day," and he lost the case. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's one of those things. But
Hybrid
48
cars
minutes,
are for
man.
pussies.
jeez, American Muscle V8.
Oh, let's not try to make the world a better place, Joe.
So
I forgot he cares for the environment yet spends $500 on fox hair jackets.
box hair jackets.
It's made from
All
real,
right, I think
real
we-
foxes from the Himalayan mountains.
I think we're about to wrap this podcast up. I think we should probably put in the description. If you only care about what we're going to do, watch after 48, 43. We will have different categories posted up between sports, movie reviews, would you
100%.
rather segments.
I would also love, I don't mean to cut you off there, White, but I would also love for people in the comments put what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Anybody
Yeah.
has any input? It's still a startup, so anybody has some input on what you'd like to see or what you'd like to see things done differently, let us know
That's
what
true.
you think.
I will work on getting a video up for like video podcasting. So,
Yeah, it won't
That would be
just
pretty cool.
audio.
but after we get more stuff, because I don't think people want to see us sitting on the floor or more on a laundry basket.
Yeah, for us, it's kind of lame.
Maybe purchase a table first. So, yeah, I'm actually really looking
Spend
forward to
thousands
this.
of
Dude,
dollars
I've been
on
waiting
it,
for this podcast for 2 weeks, and I ordered all the stuff, the mics. I was
Yeah, we
hyped.
finally
I'm
going.
finally doing this, and it's
Oh yeah.
not very good at it right now, but I will get good at it.
Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere. So I said, let's just do it.
It's 3:15. God damn.
So I guess that wraps it up. We will see everybody later that I send this video to. Make sure you leave it's a little ringy bell.
Mhm.
Make sure you leave that notification bell on. That way, every time we do go, like, hey, don't you laugh at me, Storm.
Yeah, you only get to laugh if you're a part of this.
Ruining my wrap up intro. Like,
I'll laugh at it.
I got this. I've been waiting for this. Like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. Boom.
We out
Wait.
here.
We will see you guys next time. And
Peace.